Proper workspace setup is going to be extremely important when it comes to preventing neck, shoulder, back pain, and really trying to keep ourselves in a position to maximize, right? Keeping our body in a nice neutral position and preventing some injuries that can occur with prolonged sitting. But before I continue, hi, my name is Eric Hammer, registered physiotherapist and owner of Home Comfort Physiotherapy. My purpose and passion is helping those individuals who are struggling with their functional activities to regain their independence from the comfort of their own home. Today, I want to continue on with this general concept of setting up a nice workspace station for yourself, whether it's at work specifically or at your own home office area. So again, a couple of things to keep in mind is that with the sort of prolonged sitting positions, it can certainly put an individual at risk for different injuries such as prolonged neck strains. Sometimes individuals can get some sciatic-like symptoms, so pain down the leg from lower back pain, mid-back, shoulder pain. And so there's a couple of key concepts, right, to really look into when it comes to a desk setup. So number one, what can be really useful is some sort of a rolled up towel or a lumbar roll for the lower back area. And the general idea here is because there can be a tendency when we're sitting for long periods of time to essentially be in this forward head posture, rounded shoulder position, a nice roll in the lower back area can naturally bring us into a much more upright type position. Then we're going to want to really focus in on keeping those eyes at 90 degrees straight ahead. So being really careful not to go into these sort of prolonged looking down positions or positions again where that chin is creeping forward. Another thing to keep in mind is just seat height. So ideally we want to have our knees at 90 degrees. Again, we don't want to be in a position where we might be overextending back. So we're trying to keep our back nice and neutral. And we're also trying to keep those arms and elbows right around 90 degrees, right? So we don't want to be, for example, if we're using a keyboard, we don't want to have these arms up for prolonged periods of time, putting a lot of stress in through the shoulder, upper trap region. And then again, throughout the day, what can be really helpful is making little adjustments with regards to our posture. So again, we don't want to be in these sort of prolonged positions, right, where we're flexed forward and essentially not moving at all. So some key things to keep in mind would be some gentle shoulder squeezes throughout the day. For some individuals, doing some chin retractions, right, where we're bringing that chin back, getting out of, again, that forward head posture and getting up, moving around, going for a walk. Some standing lower back extensions can be helpful for some individuals. So basically the idea is we're trying to be as active as possible with being in these more sedentary type positions. So movement, changing directions, changing positions that we're in is going to be extremely important here. And as I mentioned, we really want to have our eyes focused straight ahead. So we want to be careful around our screen height, right? Again, if we're using a computer of some type, we don't want to have it too high. We don't want to be looking down too much. Also, things like if we're needing to read or be on our phones, right? Ideally, we want to try to bring those items up towards ourselves, right? Versus looking down for a prolonged period of time. Same with the phone, right? If we're on our phones, we want to try to bring those up. So again, several different little tips that you could potentially implement when it comes to a proper desk setup to, again, try to minimize injury in these different areas. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave a comment below. And please check with a physiotherapist to make sure that this or any other information is appropriate for you. And if you're an individual who is struggling with day-to-day functional activities and you're looking to regain your independence from the comfort of your own home, feel free to reach out. I have my contact information below. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.